Hello, boys and girls. My name is Yoshi, and welcome back to the craziest. That is my 100% flying playthrough of Pokemon Legends Z-A. I expressed that quite annoyingly because it seems like this entire game has just been focused on doing nothing but hyperspace surveys, and then the other half has literally just been speed getting all the extra stuff. I'm not just saying that to be weird, that literally is what's been going on, man. Like, more than half of the game has just been grinding these wild zones for minding stuff. And several other things. And then every other, it's just been side missions. I'm not trying to say that they're annoying, it's just like, almost every game that I've played now has them, and they get kind of annoying after a while. You could always do without them, you know. Anyways, yes, my party changed up again. Yes, I have an ice type now. Don't get annoyed, because I'm trying to train him to make him better. I just realized you need an attack boosting nature. Instead, you have an attack reducing nature, so we're gonna give Crab something to make him a little bit better. This late in the game, nature actually matters. I kind of want his defense to be decent. Yeah, we'll make it special defense. I think that's fine. Alright, that should have fixed his stats a little bit. We haven't trained him yet, but as you can see, we put him on his team, our team permanently again, because we plan on training him in wild zones as well as in other places. But for here, we're going to be doing all the other side missions that are here. Hey there, I'm an indie game dev, name's Turian. I'm a real pro when it comes to the Mighty Polygon. You know the Mighty Porygon? Both kid, I'm versed at Pokemon and in the closed 2D shapes made of straight lines. So games you play are full of these 3D characters in which we, the BizKids, is called models. They're created through a process called the polygonal modeling. Polygon models are made by sticking together tons of little polygons to make a 3D image. Huh? The more guns you use and the tinier they are, the smoother and rounder a model ends up. Days it took tons of processing power to use tons of polygons, so most of that is like it's all blocky and funny with lots of angles. People said the Pokemon Porygon was made using the most advanced tech at the time, right? Technology is always advancing. Which brings me to the real reason for my talk. Trade me one of your Porygon for one of mine. Ooh. Haven't even gotten that, though. We should at least check the Pokedex to see if we have those. I don't think so, but we could check. We're looking for Andeli, mainly. Alright. Does it look like he's appearing anywhere? Yeah, I assume we didn't get him. We need a 2-star rank to find this, huh? Okay, yeah, I think this is starting to get to the point where we may have to just keep refreshing the area if we don't get certain Pokemon. At first we were getting quite a bit, but now we're getting to the point where we're not getting as much. I'm not sure why, but I want to kind of finish them. Oh, hello. So one thing I should mention, you feel free to change any clone naturally, but I'll take back your outfit. On second thought, since that's not an item, I'm uninterested. What I am interested in is accepting more side missions, apparently. Hey, TMZ Gid. I gotta help out someone, so you gotta help me out. Get it? Good. Here's the deal, I've been hearing screams coming from that sewer entrance. I gotta go and see what's up, but I heard there's some menacing ghost-type Pokemon in there. Boss thinks pretty highly of you, so I'm sure you wouldn't mind if you give me a helping hand. Not because anyone here is scared, obviously. Who's scared? Who said I'm scared? You're tough and you love doing stuff for the city, right? Well, here's your chance. Get in there. Alright. For once, it's something that you can actually do. Great. I'm not trying to say that. Well, no, it's more like I've been waiting for this the whole time. Literally every other battle or thing we've done in this game is just use this specific Pokemon or use this other specific Pokemon. I'm like, seriously? What do you want to do, mate? Alright, well, we'll go and do it. Time to scour the sewer. You go first. Quit looking at me. I'm not scared. It's just common sense to put heavy hitters up front. Huh, guess things look normal for a sewer. Wait, what's that? Oh, there's the Cofagrigus right there. And he's a coward, he's just gonna run. How about that? There's so much content from just the side missions alone, and I still haven't mentioned yet, but there's still one more left where we have to do the battle zones. These Pokemon seem to be sleeping. Oh no, I heard all these things in ghost stories. They're Cofagrigus. Apparently they trap people inside their bodies. Gotta attack them. We gotta drive them off and find whoever was screaming. Yeah, looks like no one was trapped inside this Cofagrigus. But you can sense more of them still looking around the sewer. Alright. Looks like no one was trapped inside this one either. What's that? Nugget. Alright. This Cockberry is like pleased to have been woken up. Watch out, here it comes. Alright. Ooh, it's super tanky for some reason. Let's use a plus though. Make this go a little bit faster. Yeah, using Dark type against Ghost type, it's kind of broken. As you can see, they don't really get to do much to you. And their sight moves don't even work at all. Looks like no one was trapped inside this Cofagrigus either. Once again, it floated away. What's this? It also dropped something. Okay, well, we're getting rare candies and other stuff around here. We're just taking out everyone now. So it doesn't cost much time. We can kind of do that as we go and be fine for the most part. Get some cheap Xeras while we're going over here. And no one was trapped inside this Gogius either. So I guess the last one we're gonna check is be the one. Looks like it dropped something as it left, huh? Seems no one was trapped inside this sentence either. Could still sense wire, apparently. Okay, nothing changed there. But now all the Pokemon are out of the way, while the other ones, we can keep checking. I wonder if this is a random quest or something else. Like, I wonder if this quest has RG and that it takes a random number of attempts to get it. Or it could be that I'm just missing one. It was weird. We went through and hit all the different Kokugrigus, and yet we still didn't get anything else. And it still had the nerve to tell us that I could sense more lurking nearby. And how do I find more? I could try leaving, I guess. To reset. So we're probably gonna have to check a bunch of scenes then. Could be that this Pokemon is so random that you may not even free it on first attempt. You literally have to just keep trying until you get lucky. So that's gonna be very annoying to do fast. Unless I need a Cofagrigus to do it and I don't even know. Either way, the game doesn't say anything about baiting this out. Alright. It's getting annoying. As you can see, the game doesn't really tell you what to do beyond just hitting the Cofagrigus, so If it turns out that's random, we might have to leave this quest as well, man. I need to make sure of it too, but like, if I have to go around looking at one area for like almost 15 minutes and not even find anything, that's probably worth a second look then. Right, well, in that case I better pause the game so I can check what's going on. I don't want this to be a fully blind playthrough now. I don't look up guides. In fact, I've already looked up quite a few already, so may as well keep going at it. I'll see you guys in a minute. No wonder why I didn't see it. I probably wouldn't have known this before, but it's literally in the, like, highest up corner to the point where you literally couldn't see it unless you, like, look up. What's strange is I was looking up a couple of times. Yeah, I never thought to look up here. Alright. Finally found a dude. So bright out here. Are you alright? Well, to tell you the truth, I got pretty excited when I found Coffagrius down there. You never see them in Luminose. Big Blue I say, and I think the noise took Coffagrius off. So it got mad and swallowed me up. Thing is, it was just so darn comfy in there. I dozed off. I really was about to hit REM mode. I'm a little embarrassed, but thanks for busting me out. Yeah, thanks for hiding in literally the absolute corner of the map. Hey, good work. Guess we found our screamer. Glad you're alright, fella. Look at you, helping keep the peace around Luminose again. Another feather in your cap. Of course, you never would have had that chance if I hadn't flayed you down. Feel free to thank me. Oh, behind you. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, he's running to me immediately. Okay, just like that, it's done. Okay, we have to go out here before we can even get to the next side mission. I didn't say, by the way, we were doing all the side missions right here and now. We're only starting them. Just to get all those exclamation points off the map. Beyond that, I might actually change up my game plan once I get all the stars done. Because some of the later missions get even more challenging, but you can't even unlock those until you've finished all of Hyperspace Luminous. So I think, just to keep you guys from getting delayed too much, we'll at least finish this main storyline. Because something is coming pretty soon, like a new game of some sorts, and I want to be ready for it. So I think a good idea is to finish this game while I still can. At least finish the DLC part of it. So as soon as I finish this, I might just skip whatever else is left and head straight for the final boss of this storyline. Not to say I don't like it. It's been a really fun area so far. In fact, most of the road Pokemon have been even easier than they have been in the original version. I think the original Pokemon were much more difficult than this. Alright, here I have a Rotom all the way up here. There's only one Pokemon with a body made of plasma and lets it infiltrate appliances. Talking about Rotom, of course. So you have a Rotom for them. Phones are very valuable. After all, there can't be an infinite supply of them. Enough Rotom in the world for that. Rotom phones are amazing, but Rotom truly shines when it enters a household appliance. Battle different forms of Rotom as it possesses various appliances. Alright. So, please let me know. I wonder what appliances Rotom will take over. Alright. It's electric for most of those, but it also changes type whenever it does actually form. So, we'll see. Well, time to battle against Rotom's different forms, I guess. Sensing an amazing awe-inspired Rotom, watch and it spirits all sorts of appliances. See our first Rotom. Alright. So we have to battle each of them one-on-one, I guess. It's the oven. The oven one is first. Hey, Rotom. That's the name for a Rotom that possesses a microwave item like this. Heat Rotom's electric and fire type, and look, it's no longer a ghost type. Alright, it can learn to move overheat. If Heat Rotom's happy, your food will come out crisp and juicy. If not, I hope you like it burned. In this Pokemon battle, I'll be showing you the best Rotom has to offer. I say as I just take it out in one hand with my level 100 overpowered Pokemon. Can't stand the heat, Rotom. Get out of the kitchen, right? I guess. Alright. You feel the heat from Heat Rotom? Next, Wash Rotom. That's what we call a Rotom that possesses a washing machine. I'm awed with excitement. Alright. This one's a little bit trickier. I think it's watch or Animalite chat. Well, actually, you'll probably tell us anyway. Mushroom Rotom's electric and water type. In this form, you can learn to move Hydro Pump. Just thinking about it pumps you up. It's very considerate, and only start washing loads of laundry if you added detergent to it. There's always the risk of it flooding your home. Huh. Just in time. It went really fast there. Wash Rotom got totally washed out. Well, since it's electric, we could just use Acid for all of them, pretty much. Bet Wash Rotom washed away any doubts you had about it. Coming out, we got a Rotom that has seized control of a lawnmower. Mow Rotom. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, really? Alright. Rotom is an electric and grass type Pokemon. In this form, it can learn to move A-Star. The only question is whether you have a lawnmower big enough for it to mow. It staggers around as it scatters grass clippings everywhere. What a mischief maker. Alright. That was fast. Rotom got mowed down, huh? Indeed, it did. Rotom's mowing power is most impressive, huh? Next in line is Fan Rotom. That's the name for a Rotom that has taken over a fan. How fantastic. Alright. That's the worst that can happen here, I wonder. So we're just seeing all of his different forms then. Fan Rotom is electric and fire type Pokemon. In this form, it can learn to move air slash. Since Rotom understands voice commands, ordering it to use that move is a breeze. It's also quite the prankster. You never know when it'll blow your important documents away. He's a can speak. He didn't even do the move. Oh, just wanted to do something else first and then use air slash, but we took it out before I could do that. I was Fan Rotom's biggest fan. All these puns they keep making, it's kind of funny. Sure, Fan Rotom absolutely blew you away too. And last but not least, Frost Rotom. That's what Rotom is called when it takes over a refrigerator. That's so cool, it gives me the chills. Alright. I believe this one's electric ice type, by the way. This one I kind of remember a lot about. Frost Rotom is electric and ice type Pokemon. In this form, it can learn to move Blizzard. It wreaks havoc by freezing everything around it. That doesn't sell you onto it, huh? By the way, I heard Rotom form changes have something to do with its special motor, huh? Yeah, that was quick. I lost my cool, so I can't think of any puns. Yeah, you've been doing puns all day. I don't know what you're saying. I was such a motor off talking up Rotom, I hardly noticed the battle had ended. In the Galar region, you can find Rotom hard at work as Drone Rotom and Rotom bikes too. But remember, Rotom is a prankster to the core. antics while it's inhabiting appliance can be difficult to keep it under control. A trainer like you would probably have no trouble mastering all its forms in battle, though. That's why we're happy to present you with a catalog you can use to change Rotom's form. Alright. Tracing that catalog, if you ever catch a wild Rotom somewhere, I'm sure Rotom will take on even more forms as new ices and appliances are invented. Alright. Words, Rotom's possibilities are endless. Infinite Rotom. What an inspiring idea. Alright. Only got that done. Alright, I think we're done messing around with side missions for a while. I only said it probably very briefly, but there's a lot... Like... Okay, we still have our Master Ball. That's what I'm checking. So, it's so easy to accidentally throw that. I have a specific Pokemon I think I want to use it on. I feel like I just want to use it on whatever the last Pokemon is, because, like, it could be pretty easy. But, of course, in this game, your Master Ball can miss, but it's not wasted, because the game just gives it right back to you if you talk to that dude, but still. It's annoying enough that you probably want to just save in Mii mode if you miss. I'll probably want to make sure that it works then. I honestly don't know what the best thing to use a Master Ball on is, except one specific side mission later. I think it's like Super EXE level rated, and it's like even harder than the other battles. If you have a Master Ball, you can just skip that entire battle. I don't know though, I might just use one Pokemon just to see what it's like at first. Alright, for reasons specifically, we're probably not going to be going into battle zones for a long time now. Oh, that's Mega Stone, but not the other one. I forgot about that. Why is this only 2-star? Wait, why is that only 2-star? Why is that even there? Okay, well, I guess we're doing that first instead, unless... Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Okay, I do still need some hyperspace points. That's what I was checking. Or not, I had enough of those yet. So I want to do that first instead. But we can also get points from that too. So it's like really confusing. Alright, let's go to Machine Construction and do the normal type one. I don't know why, but I can't think of anything else to do. Sorry, I'm just... This game is kind of dragged on and on for a long time, you know. If you know me, you'll probably understand, too. Alright, well, I'll just make sure that this Ejecto gets finished first. And then... we have plenty of these. Let's use something different. Let's actually use our catch-all types here and try to specifically this time focus on just catching the Pokemon this time. Because I think we missed one because we simply couldn't go fast enough. So we should just focus on getting the Pokemon caught properly. Like, we need to find out where this Pokemon is and catch it immediately. Ah, still hit me. Whoa, they're still attacking, dude. What is going on, man? Oh, come on. Oh, we found a deity, at least. Jeez, how close do I have to get to it to even attempt to catch it? This time there actually is an alpha Pokemon, and I have to catch that no matter what. So I guess we're gonna fight it and try to catch it. Whoa, 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 hang on. I don't want to hug right now, mister. I want to Dream Punch either. I just want to do stuff. We're gonna actually try use Ice Vein a bit more. We could maybe freeze it, and if it freezes, then it might make it a little bit easier to catch. Beyond that, I don't think I could get the... Oh, okay, well, we ended up catching it despite the rate being so low for no reason or another. I don't know why that was suddenly a much easier. And we still failed to catch it. See, like, we failed to catch a Pokemon despite it being 3 bars, which was easier than the last one. Oh, come on. Shouldn't be that hard to hit. Amount of times we missing, man. It's quite crazy. Alright, well, we got that part done. That was the important part we wanted to focus on. Alright, back to focusing on just getting Pokeballs and also picking items off the ground, I guess, too. Ugh. Nearly fell off there. That would have been really dumb of me. Alright. And yes, these modes parts are random. Sometimes an alpha Pokemon won't even spawn, but at least they actually did spawn this time, which is good. What if we have to do all of these? It could be that we're just not looking hard enough. They do hide some of these in the weirdest, trickiest of spots. Okay, the good thing about it being a smaller wild zone is we can see where the gold ball is more easily. So we should be able to just go straight to it. And now we have a deity for a different mission. So we can go and do that side mission too, if we choose to. I don't know why, though. I want to focus on something else instead, though. Because of how tedious these missions are, if we are just gonna try and focus on proper grinding, after we get the berries, we're probably just gonna focus on getting, whatever items happen to be on the map. Even if we have to go around multiple times to find them. And then, we'll just leave. We'll just up and leave once we're done. Yeah, I want to get out of here. It's been too long anyway, and now we can finish off the storyline, supposedly. This is what we're going to focus on. You've accumulated enough points to advance our research. I marked the location of another new hyperspace distortion on your map. Ooh. It's actually 4-star. That's the first time it was higher than what we need. Ugh. Maybe I will actually get a good donut fried up, apparently. Because, that's a 4-star one. That's the first time it's been 1 star higher than I typically went. Not like I'm behind. I have a close to a 4-star donut, but for some reason it wasn't enough somehow before. Okay, I don't know what to do. I think we should just stick with... Big Hall Power seems like a waste, and also it's only like really a 2-star donut. I'm just gonna use this one. I don't care if it feels like a waste. This is probably better. It's only a 2-star donut, so it can't be that high level, right? And in any way, I'm not wasting a high level to find out anyway. Well, you told me exactly what was there, that would make it so much easier. Alright, here we go. Just in case, we're gonna switch out you for a better Pokemon. Once we see what it is, it's a Scovillain, which is Grass Fire, which is just kind of weird. I don't like it. It's probably really awkward, regardless of what we have. I was thinking of using but that's not gonna work. I know fire has a lot of weaknesses, but it also has lots of things to protect it. I think no matter what I do, it's gonna be awkward. I could just use Ice Sponge, but I don't know why. Ice Hammer looks cooler. Alright. I don't have a good Pokemon setup, but I don't want to use something that it's weak. It can use its weakness on either. So we're kind of left with not much options here. And yes, I have many different mains here. Oh, there's still lots open. Thank goodness. So I guess it won't be completely filled yet. Good to hear. Alright. What do we actually want to do to it? Our Alakazam is too low leveled. I think this is honestly gonna be our better option. Either that or brute forcing it. Let's just try and brute force it with Gyarados, I guess. It's the only thing I can think about doing. Mega Scovillain is now going to attack. We have a Scovillain, so this would be nice to get. Oh wow, it's really low level actually compared to what it should be. Okay, yeah, flying is the weakness. Only flying works. It's a Mega Pokemon, so we should counter it with a Mega Evolution of our own. If Spam's our strongest move against it, we're gonna just keep using that. Good. That was close. Didn't want to get hit by that Silver Beam at all. It's gonna keep using Spicy Extract a lot, I hear. Yeah, I think it was much easier than those two Crab Monville, that's for sure. Alright. Just like that, and our Mega Stone is ours. Bam. Cool. I'll just teleport out of here. I kind of want to do Battle Zones too, but like, after what happened, I think it honestly might be easier to just spam the crap out of Battle Zones over and over again. To just, yeah, my money's gonna look a little weird at some point, but I feel like it'd be better to just keep doing the reward battles over and over again until I get close to 20, and then maybe just do the 20th ones, because beyond that, they're pretty much the same battles we've already done. I don't think anybody would be really missing anything by doing other stuff. I mean, looking at other videos, like, they have many options. Y'all could just look at a different video if you want to see what a reward battle is like. For the most part, they were there since the original game, so that means they're only like level 70-ish, so they are typically a lot easier. Everything else. I'm gonna keep this team. I like the ghost type with Mbae. I don't know why, but Soul Edge has been putting in some work lately. Like, I might just use this team for the final battles. Just because I can. I do have a Raichu as well. I haven't been using it as much, though. But I could definitely use that. Alright, yes, you're probably wondering why I'm just randomly stopping here, even though I said I could do an EDD theme. Well, I changed my mind. I'm going to focus a bit more on the main storyline. In fact, I'm going to end this episode right here, now that I said it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we attempt to finish the DLC. Until then, see you guys later. Bye!